Grab tight and don't let go. Even the birds have a hard time getting higher than the mountains. It's Plumsidums, the sweetest little village. Let's see. Maybe do that again later. Let's see. Says it's time to set the outpost free. Inflict as little damage as possible as you make your way through to the rival captain. Freedom is not worth having in a world that's doomed. Here's the first line of defense. That's a bomb lobber. Spot it, wrecked it. A barrel shoot. Smack it to get a barrel out of it, then hit it toward the gate and blast it. That looks splody. Shoot it and watch it blow. Not too close, though. Complicated. Give it another kaboom. You're in. Keep going. Here's the second line of defense. It's smoldering already. Give it a good smack. Give it a good smack. Almost there. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. He says you did a great job capturing the outpost. You're one step closer to ending the tribe war. Says you didn't have much of a choice. move before it decides to have lunch. The Rock-O-Block outpost. One of the places the Netra tribes smashed together. The Quirk-Quarp outpost. The Netra tribe first beat this into shape. Let's see. Says they've been waiting for you to help them liberate the outpost. They've scouted the outpost while they were waiting and suggests you have a look at what they found before entering. There is a high boom team ready to help with taking over that outpost, but it seems their arc shooter is busted. Seems happy to hear the arc shooter will be dropping high booms down on the outpost quick-like. Don't trip over what you can't see. Get up there and get fixing. Tippy tapper. Blasting everything. All fixed up. The arc shooters are already gearing up the high booms. Hope their aimers are fixed too. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. He says you did a great job capturing the outpost. You're one step closer to ending the tribe war. Says you didn't have much of a choice. Hard to see too far in the darkness. Check out that motor juice station. Wonder if there's any go juice left in the juice tank. Everything washes off, eventually. That's an improvement. Love to hear a mount's footbeat. BIOMUTANT 4J. Toxanol should never have built these to start with. Hey, there's some e-waste. This is an epic already. How it ends is up to you. Let's see. There's the sovereign who runs this outpost. He didn't expect his outpost to be invaded, but now that you're working with their rival, he can see why. Not sure if you're likable enough to just give up the outpost without a fight. Won't be charmed that easily. You'll have to fight for it. It's their last line of defense. Once their guardian falls, they'll surrender. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. Thinks you did a great job capturing the rival's third outpost, and believes the rival is weak enough to engage them at their fort. They all hope you can lead them to peace. you can spy the edge of a new day. They've been waiting for you. Taking control of this fort will bring peace between your tribes. The scouts have reported activity nearby that's worth looking into before you enter the fort. The plan is to fling you over the wall with a sling lobber. However, he wants you to secure a hard hat first should anything go wrong. It's better you go and find one for yourself. It can't be too much trouble, though. It's one size fits all. You have a chance to change the future. That's something. A ring dinger from the yesterdays. A thingamabob used to pling signal the faraways. Let's find out if it still works. Seems that keys need to be in sequence to make the ring dinger work. So, the technology from yesterdays is still here today, even if its message is getting old. Might need to shade your eyes. Night's over. It's time to set the rival tribe free. Inflict as little damage as possible as you make your way through to their Sifu. You need to unite the tribes and save the Tree of Life to truly become free. That's a fire starter. The dry grass looks like it would ignite easily. You just need to create a spark to light a fire. It burns brighter than the light. The sun is high. The battering bonker looks like a great way to get through the gate. Bet you just need to knock and it'll open up. That's bonkers. The Netra tribe values liberty and is striving to protect freedom. They want to continue with each tribe being responsible for their own and believe that uniting the tribes is the only way you can survive. He was hoping it wouldn't end this way. There's no reason to fight instead of uniting. It would be fighting over nothing. He just needs a logical reason to trust you with the fort and fate of his tribe. If fight is all you do, he can't stand by you. He doesn't believe you and prefers to fight it out now rather than later. The rival Sifu is defeated, and the destiny of their tribe is in your hands. You are free to choose their fate, but not free from the consequences of your choice. He'll leave it up to you to decide the fate of the rival Sifu, but thinks it's a good gesture to offer support to others when you can see that they need it. And with that, you're spinning your own fate, good or bad, never to be undone. Side by side they'll stand until order and stability is reinstituted. He's gotten news that the other tribes have realized there are no winners in this war. There's no purpose in antagonism. The way he sees it is that you've been forced into opposition. Your tribe didn't start the war, but it's fallen to you to end it. It's clear your efforts have been successful. There's light at the end of the tunnel. The tribes are tired of war and will remember the one who brought them peace, whether you decide it'll be now or later. So, do you want to end the war now or continue the crusade? He agrees. Better save your energy for something meaningful. It's the Netra claw chain. Everything seems so far away. That place there's a real fixer-upper, not an entirely lost cause. That's a Terra Globus from the back in time, an atlas mapper that unearths ground range. Bet it still works. Heroes are only heroes for others, but they do the work, or they're heroes to no one. You need to swivel the globus's bearings to get the atlas mapper to work. They used to call this a thoroughfare. Look at all those old homes. No time to graze, let's go. Ah, the Gnote pen. Noko never leaves this place. She's always put the living things first.
Andro?
Nooks isn't an easy language, but at least it's manageable. She says she is so happy to see you again. She wonders if you remember her. She's Noko. She let you ride her Majut when you were a kid. Noko remembers you used to chase around with so much energy and is glad to see you haven't lost any of that spark. But that's all long gone now, though. Memories show us where we've been, not where we're going. Believes everyone needs direction in this broken world. Your only hope is that you'll end up in a good place once all this is over. Noko remembers those days too, but she never lets herself wallow in them, no matter how tempting that can be. She sees you're back to buck with Lupa Lupin. Can't see how there's any way to avoid that now. Not for long, at least. She says the horrors of your younger days were enough to ruin anyone, but not you. You've got all that cheer about you still. Noko says history is like the trail you've been on. You can walk back down it any time you like until it's worn smooth. But you get to blaze your own trail from here. Then you are stronger than her. She can't help wanting Lupa Lupin to pay for what he did to her Gnotes, despite the fact it's against her nature.
Love the glow of the light.
No. Down! Down! Oh.
All the way up. Crank that glow up to 11.
I'll make you glow.
Too late.
Kanamunta.
Asks how many paths you've wandered in the world, and if you ever wonder about what might have changed if you'd taken different ones.
Brumble Marsamon.
You can't do everything you want, can't go everywhere, can't see everything, only what you can. So happy the world is going to live, would have been crushed to see all the Gnotes die with it. Likes that you stood up for the world and spurred your way toward helping it out. Glad you saw the light with the myriad. They always bring a sparkliness to any day, and sometimes the nights too. They're just so shiny, makes her smile to think about them. But let's not speak of that now. She has an idea where the Majut might have gone, as there's no other place it likes as much as its own corner of the open wild. She's even named it the Majut Meadow. The Majut will recognize the scent you've attracted while being here, so it'll probably trust you enough to follow you. You should lead the Majut back here when you find it. It's going to take time to get it calm enough to be able to ride out to the World Eater. She's sad that something as wild as the hoof puff can't be tamed, but has to come to terms with the fact that you need to stop it. Let's see. Too bad you don't have working wings. You found the Majut Meadow. Watch out for the Majut. As long as you're happy about it. The sun's a long ways away. Now that the Majut is back in the pen, it seems calm, but Noko is still concerned.
Andro?
She says the Majut is still anxious, but fortunately she knows just the thing it needs to calm down.
Andro?
The Majut once found and ate a bonbon gummy by mistake, and that the chewing really calmed it down.
Andro?
She says that you should find some bonbon gummies for the Majut by the crossway. At least, that's where she found some last time.
Camonu.
It's easy to describe. A crossway is where roads meet in a knot and merge. This one is in Sector 7J, if you're familiar with Out-of-Date's map. Let's see. A crossway. This means you have a choice to make. Which way? Need the right key? It's all about destiny. Yours, mine, the entire world's. Too tight, and the rope tips. Gonna need a key of some kind. That cranks like these usually need to be wound to operate the dispenser. What you see is what you get. Once it's out of the blind box, that is. You shouldn't be surprised. Flick the switches in order to greenlight the current and activate the electrons in the panel. Good. The loop is electrified enough to spark. Listen to all that night noise.
Inadabsunka?
With its attention diverted to the chewy bonbon gummy, the Majut calms down. But Noko is still concerned.
Tukonda.
She's relieved the Majut has calmed down, but you'll need a heavier sit-tight to ride it than the one she's got.
Anarolote.
The only sit-tight she can think of that would be heavy enough is one she's spotted mounted on an old-world mecha-Majut.
Serena Masalapu.
If she remembers correctly, she spotted it at the Smilo Shopperia while scavenging for treats for the Gnotes. That's not so far away. Seems the old world had plenty to offer, and all in one place for those obsessed with material things. Almost too much, if you ask her. Better to be on top of a mount than standing behind it. The Smilo Shopperia. Guess shopping here put a smile on your face. Boxes like this are It's true that the eye-box is a medium. It's rarely well done. The antenna needs to be pointed in the right direction. As the eye-box broadcasts, it's hit or miss, but when it does hit, it's usually right in the feels.
Cofintra Bidwitchen.
Be on the watch for a way out.
Bidwitchen. Cofintra Bidwitchen. Cofintra Bidwitchen. Cofintra Bidwitchen. Cofintra Bidwitchen.
Bolted shut.
Cofintra Bidwitchen.
You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework.
Coventry Bidwitchen.
Now hold on. You need to loosen the bolts without rattling the mechamojet. That's it. The sit-tight is loose. Time to stop horsing around and get the sit-tight back to Nocco. We are lonesome animals that spend all our life trying to be less lonesome. Now that the Majut's got a mouthful of Bon Gummy and the brand new sit-tight is in place, the Majut is ready to ride. Nocco's been training another fantabulous little critter that'll hopefully become a distraction for the hoof puff when you confront it. She's called them glitter moths, and the best way to find them is to go talk to Mito. She's asked him to keep them somewhere safe. You'll find Mito at Brightlight. He's a light-headed fellow, but hopefully he'll remember where he stored the moths. They're small airborne creatures with bright reflective wings and a conspicuous fluttering flight. This place is called Brightlight. Mito lives close by. Finally, a bit of glow. Let's see. With the world getting darker by the day, there's not much time left to save it. And even though you've just met, he feels you're bound to play a huge part in that. Says there's so much darkness to deal with. Rather than curse it, he makes lamps to fight it. You've found your way through the darkness. You shine like the sun in the sky, but will you use that power to warm the world or burn it? Hopes you see how much good you can do with power like that, and how easy it is to let it drive you mad. No matter where your path takes you, though, it's important to remember where you came from. The past brightlights the present. Wonders if you know how much of an effect you've had upon the world. Your presence changes things like light changes darkness. Did you realize that when choosing where to shine? Says he can see that in the way you brighten everything up. So happy you know you're helping brighten the world. There's plenty of it that's still worth saving. Whatever happens to the world, you shone as bright as you could. That matters more than you know. Says you did the right thing in taking up with the Myriad. They buy lots of his lamps. That's a tribe that believes in the bright things in the world. Claims he wasn't trying to sell you anything. Now, says he can see by the twinkle in your eyes that you're not here to talk about your allies. He assumes you are here to be enlightened. He can't blame you, as everything just feels dark and hopeless these days. There's something about you, like you're knit together. Your fate's connected. What you've said, he feels too. So, why not call him Me Too? He senses you're like the dayfly, living every day like it's your last, afraid that when night comes, it might be proved right. Believes no one is entirely dark. Even the worst have a spark of good in them. Mito says he's not only into those who shine bright, he likes things that glitter too. He reckons you haven't seen a glitter moth, and says it's about time you did. Even though they're nesting near gone grass, they never run out of glow. Finding yourself a glitter moth would give you that glimmer of hope you need to continue all the way to the end. Figures you should do it if you want to become as enlightened as him. You know, it snows in the mountains all year round. Oh, e-waste, hard to find. The tribes need someone to unite them. Glittermoth Cave is right here. That's enough glittermoths to make her plan work.
Andro?
She wants you to stop worrying about the paths you've ridden and focus on the inevitable road ahead, the one that leads to confrontation with the World Eater. The hoof puff is evidence of the duality of evolution, utterly beautiful and grotesque at the same time. She means that the hoof puff has had more time to eat at the root as it's been isolated in the Knoopstonies mountains. So, based on that alone, she reckons it has suffered as much damage as the northwest root that's hidden beneath the surf. The rocky ridges have been called the Knoopstonies around here for as long as she can remember. It's said the stone was grey before, but somehow changed colour over time.